Here are some simple tips to hit long irons better than you've ever hit them before. Number one, ball position. You have to be dynamic with your ball position. So think about this. If I was playing this iron, so for me, this is a 2-iron, 18 degrees, so a driving iron, a long iron, it's fixed-soled, it's got plenty of help. I am playing this club from back of the ball, so the bit I'm hitting is around here. So a good club head inside of my lead heel. If this was a 7-iron, I would push it a little bit more back towards the middle. So it's like moving a ball forward. So it's going slightly up in my stance. But the main point with ball position for all of you, that is going to be so subject to the speed that you are hitting your long irons at. So if I was going to hit one at this speed, so look what's happened to my ball position now. Ball position's up towards the middle of my lead foot. So if I do a little kind of slow pat, try to just pop it down there. If I'm hitting a long iron at this speed, so club head speed here at 81 miles an hour, my ball position is going to help with that lower ball speed, which means the ball won't launch that high. So I'm going to push it that little bit further forward. I'm playing my 2-iron at the moment, more at this speed. And you could see from that shot, that again was about a club head inside of my lead foot. So club head speed around 100 miles an hour. If you're watching this video and you're someone who swings this club at 110, you ain't gonna need to push it as forward as someone swinging 80. Think about your ball position as dynamic. It's such a better way. So many people want to know what's the right ball position for a driving iron. It's got to be relative to what you're putting in. Definitely the general rule is that you are pushing it slightly further forward as the loft comes off. This is a low lofted club, so I'm pushing it slightly further forward of a more lofted club. Point number two, good width for stance. We need a good solid base. If I want to get 100 mile an hour club head speed or more, I'm going to absolutely be kind of throwing myself at this club. Like I'm moving at a good speed. We need a good solid base. I see too many golfers, still 100 miles an hour. Because they've got an iron in their hand, standing like they hit their other irons, like a 7-iron stance. Quite narrow. This is going to encourage kind of sways, not very good kind of lifts and drops of pelvis, not very good turns. Let's get a good solid base. Think about the triangle from your hips going down to your feet. Try and get this slight outward flare of your feet from your hips. Too many people are kind of under their hips when it comes to an iron. This is a driving iron. It's longer. It's going to be swung faster. You are going to need to give yourself a good amount of stability to get that speed moving up. Down 101, a little faster, barely. Next setup point that's so crucial when you are hitting any club with speed. To be fair, this is crucial for most golfers for any club. Foot flare. I see foot flare as such a huge problem with golfers from long irons to any club. Lead foot, 15-ish degrees turned out, trail foot around 5. So basically it's more this way rather than I see a lot of this in amateur golf. Ball forward, this foot kind of straightening up, this one opening up because they feel like they want to turn into this side. Just encourages again, sways, they stay back there, horrible club pass, horrible shots. You're going to find from these kind of foot flare positions, so hard to get the consistency you want in shape, speed, direction with your long irons. So with that ball position slightly up, depending on your speed, good width for stance, just make sure you're orientating your feet slightly more this way. Lead foot turned out, trail foot slightly turned out, resistant. And we need this one being able to actually twist and turn a bit, believe it or not, in the ground. That is so key for good long iron play. Then one more swing tip before we come to the practical tip to finish, which is one of the main ones people forget with long irons. Remember, if you're liking this video, hit the subscribe button and the like down there. Don't be afraid to hit the new button that's down there. Give this video some hype. I don't know what it means. YouTube like to keep us guessing. But don't be afraid to hit it if you're liking the video. Remember, this is a long iron. You need a decent amount of shoulder turn. You need to make sure you are giving yourself a decent amount of run up. It's going to encourage better hand depth, so we're not making these kind of shorter swings often people do with irons, which might make it easier to come this way. Remember, this is a long iron. For lots of people, it's going to swing more like their driver. So we want a good shoulder turn. Good way of feeling that is feel like this shoulder turns down into trail foot on the backswing. So as I get up to the top of my backswing, this is really covering trail foot. So I'm really winding that shoulder turn up. It's going to help with speed, which you're going to need some level of speed if you want to hit long irons decent, certainly from the ground and the tee. And with your setup in place, good shoulder turn, you're ready to start using some practical ideas with your long iron to get the most out of them. This last tip is, in my opinion, the one most people trip up on. So I'm going to put a green out there. Let's go a tough green, like a medium green. And let's put it out there at, let's say, what, 230-ish with a bit of roll. There we go, 233. Think of this as a fairway or a green like it is. So I'm trying to hit this green, and I've hit that nice and straight. Look which way it's tailing. See how it's just slightly tailing to the right? Boom, my green needs to be a little bit further on for this simulator, but I would take that as a green hit for me. Take a little bit of speed off. Again, so it started left, but look which way it's tailing. See, it's just got that little bit of cut on it. And this is from a perfect indoor lie. If you give me any kind of awkward lie, and I'll do this now by setup, so I'm going to put more pressure on this foot and opening my stance because I'm pretending like the ball's below my feet, handle slightly forwards. I'm just going to play the shape that's here. Look at that move. So if you're someone who finds that you move your long iron, 2, 3, 4 iron, whatever it is, in a different shape to how you maybe move a 6 iron or an 8 iron, you have to play that shape to a certain extent. You can try battling it a bit with lessons, but try not to battle it too much. Just play it, because what people find is they hit a consistent shape. So the amount of times I'm going to aim a long iron up the right, hoping it draws in, is going to be next to nothing. It's going to be emergency shots. The amount of times, if you go and put any trouble up the right, I'm going to be aiming left side of that green and just hoping it does that feather back and everyone thinks I've hit a great shot. So in effect, I've pushed that, but on the target. If I aim that one at the target, that's missing right and hitting the bunker or the water. So playing the shape shot of a lower lofted club, certainly from different lies, is key to playing these clubs better. Obviously, hybrids, for lots of people, a hybrid's going to be a way better option than a long iron. Plenty of tips out there on how to hit your hybrids, but lots of you are still using long irons, and I've literally just put this one in the bag, so hopefully these tips will help you get more out of your long iron play. Oh, that's a horrible strike, but it's going to run, and lower those scores. Now, I want you in the comments down below, let me know what your longest iron in your golf bag is, and if you want to know how far you should be hitting your driver, watch this video, it's really going to help.